Thank you very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable President ICAP, Mr. Ashfaq Tola, Madam Hina Usmani, Chairperson OCC, fellow council members, respected chairs of overseas chapters, ladies and gentlemen present in person and through online medium. A very good morning, afternoon, and evening to all of you, depending on your time zones. I've been given a task to share the key takeaways of this convention. Madam Hina Usmani, in her opening remarks, mentioned that migrate companies fail to see the opportunities hidden in the economic crisis. Mr. Ashfaq Tola, President ICAP, in his address on Pakistan may be able to avoid a full-fledged economic crisis, mentioned that Pakistan is on the list of unfortunate economies that markets think might soon follow Sri Lanka into the debt default and economic crisis. Conversely, some people believe that the country is well equipped to survive its current troubles. However, he saw light at the end of the tunnel. Mr. Salman Haider delivered his keynote address of facing crisis upon crisis, how the world can respond. He mentioned, firstly, the pandemic turned our lives and economies upside down, and it was not over. Secondly, the war of Russia's invasion of Ukraine devastated the Ukrainian economy, sent shockwaves throughout the globe. Mr. Moazzam Shah spoke on how to navigate successfully through an economic crisis. During the recession, many public companies failed badly. They went bankrupt, went private, or were acquired. But just as striking, some companies flourished, outperforming competitors in sales and profit growth. Businesses need to address 4 areas: debt, decision-making, workforce management, and digital transformation. Then we had a panel discussion on seizing the prospects of a new economy, which was ably moderated by Ms. Khurshid Kotwal, our council member. Panelists included Mr. Ali Kazmi, Mr. Musaddiq Rahman, Mr. Akif Siddiqui, and Ms. Uzma Adil Khan. Panelists discussed about the retail sector digitalization and automation hotspots for finance function. They further added that the global economies had faced unprecedented challenges during the crisis. UK and global perspective of banking, fintech was also shared. Panel also touched upon ESG, its significance, and transformation of energy sector to make it greener, cheaper, and more reliable. Mr. Mohammad Aurangzeb, President HBL, spoke on strategic innovation helps businesses unlock a new source of growth. He mentioned the quote of Winston Churchill, "Never let a good crisis to waste." He added that Pakistan is a very resilient nation and has every ability to bounce back. He added that innovation is thinking out of the box. He added, there is need to do something radical and disruptive in Pakistan, especially in growth of the agriculture sector. Our dialogue on engaging young workers through the economic crisis was delivered by Her Excellency Ms. Amna Baloch, Pakistan High Commissioner to Kuala Lumpur, Republic of Pakistan in Malaysia. She mentioned that recovery programs, including the quantitative easing to the firms and transfer payments to individuals, should aim to keep young people connected to educational, training, mentoring, and paid employment opportunities, so they are not left disconnected from work for extended or uncertain periods. An insightful session was held on the aftermath of economic downturn on human capital, which was led by Mr. Saqib Beg. He shared with participants that the efforts to stimulate the economy needed both to reflect the current drivers of economic growth and take advantage of the process of creative destruction to accelerate structural shifts towards a stronger and sustainable economic future. Then we had a wonderful panel discussion on insights on people development during economic downturn, moderated by our past president, Mr. Yaqub Sattar. The panelists included Mr. Noman Ali, Mr. Sohail Raza, Mr. Ashar Noor, and Ms. Kamila Kuri. The panel discussed in the economic environment how people development was being handled or addressed in different parts of the world. Also, they discussed at length specific skills that needed to be developed or acquired going forward. Mr. Umar Mustafa Ansari, in his address on resilience for sustainability amid worldwide economic downturn, shared biggest challenges in Pakistan and globally. These included climate change, plastic pollution, resource depletion, food security, etc. He also recommended measures for economic revival of Pakistan. He also demonstrated how Islamic finance and economics could help achieve sustainability. We were honored by the kind presence of Ms. Asma, President IFAC, who spoke on leadership for sustainability in crisis. She mentioned this one and the next decade would be the most important in human history because we are facing global level economic, environmental, pandemic, and war crisis. Our profession has a key role to play in the face of enormous challenges. We need to be decisive and have thoughtful actions. Our last panel discussion was on topic of sustainability and resilience in organizations during the time of crisis. Moderator was Mr. Farooq Rahman, our council member, ICAP. Panelists included Susan Rosne, Mr. Ahmed Mukhtar, and Dr. Hadi Shahid. It was discussed that our attempts as people and society to become sustainable have replaced by need to protect our core functions and build resilience. It was also seen that the economic crisis affect people and the work environment. The way out is only possible when complementary efforts are made to support each other's decisions. Then eventually the ripple effect takes place and the economy comes in a position to take off again. To sum up, we had great discussions, very insightful ideas, and innovative suggestions, which would be very good learning curve for all our participants. Thank you, everyone, for making this convention successful. Over to our wonderful MOCs. Thank you.